All right. Hello, everyone. And oh my gosh, it is happening. Frostpunk 2 early access. I guess it's like a little demo or preview that they released. So the only way to get this is if you buy the deluxe pack, and you'll have access for this preview from, I believe it is the 15th to the 22nd of April. So if you haven't already, I recommend going and getting it. But here we are. I freaking love Frostpunk, and I've already prepared like the first chronological bits of it in Frostpunk on my channel before, but these are kind of the things we're going to be looking at here. So much hype and anticipation for this game, but you can look through about these starts and whatnot. But the only one we can play on is this. We'll go for random in that. I will stick to medium. How interesting, we can have different ambitions. And I can't seem to... Okay, there we go. Not available in preview. Look at me already messing up. What? Come on. What do you mean not available in preview? Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. Colonization. Establish a food colony, fuel colony, materials colony, explore most Frostland territories. I haven't been able to do that yet, but I've been able to crack out most of the other objectives, so let's just go ahead and dive right into it. I love this game, and I'd love to play it for y'all. Oh yeah, there's also a weird loading screen as well. You'll see it here in a second, which is just a highly disturbing person staring at me and then going away. So, a new beginning. The end of the world changes people. It changed us. Us, the foragers, natural survivalists adapted to harsh Frostland conditions. The Machinist, descendants of groups that built the initial cities and maintained their machinery. We chose you as our steward to lead the city as overpopulation looms and resources dwindle. We all dream of a better future. What it should look like, this we can't agree on. Tension stirs as radicals rear their heads. Navigating this will be your ultimate challenge. Notice this preview of Utopia Builder mode is capped at 300 weeks. Alright, the city must not fall. We're diving right into it. We're going right into Windswept Peaks. We're colonizing. And everything looks a lot tinier now, which is so cool because they just expanded the scale. So we've grown numerous over the years and waited too long to strike out. Our coal stockpiles are nearly depleted. We have to colonize the Frostland. But first, we located some coal deposits in rough terrain around the city. We must send frost-breaking crews to access them. Okay, so this is frost-breaking, and we have a bunch of... I'm just going to pause that real quick. A bunch of other buildings we can mess with. We have different types of depots and housings, but another big change to Frostpunk is we don't build individual things anymore. We build these nice little districts in these squares. And, yeah, you have to build a certain amount to be able to place it down, as you'll see several times. But we're going to go ahead and have to frost break, because all this is stuff we can't really build on quite yet. And we're going to go ahead and just get this coal deposit nice and open for us. We're going to do the same with the other coal deposit as well, just so we're ready for the future events that are going to happen here. And I'm going to cut my way up to this food deposits. And I'm going to cut my way through to these resource deposits right here. And I think that'll be enough cutting for right now anyway, so we'll crack this baby into 2 times speed and keep going. So as you can see, the city is a little bit different. We still have our generator. Looks like it's fully upgraded. And we have just a massive central district here that has the generator going, which we can turn off apparently. We can crack into overdrive. We can put extra buildings in it whenever we level up. And there's kind of like a breakdown of what's going on here. So I'll kind of hover over this so y'all can read it if y'all want to. And just see what's going on here. I personally am not too overly stimulated by it because I've played this a few times. As soon as it came out, I was immediately on top of it. Like, I refunded the game because I already bought it just to get the deluxe edition. It's a genius marketing tactic that definitely worked on me. Okay, now let's free up some food here. And we'll just clear that area out a bit more. And this is the coal deposit. We'll clear up the coal as well. Alright, cool. Now we need to construct an extraction site. I'm using a lot of heat stamps, but this is just establishing the initial resource zones that I'm going to need to survive. And they seem to auto-build like their cool little highways, these cool extraction districts. I really love this. I remember seeing the new Civ kind of do something like this where they have districts. I just kind of vibe with it. I love macro. I love like automating things and letting them take care of themselves, and eventually like kind of meeting milestones and then surpassing those milestones and automating like the old stuff I used to do, like monotonous, tedious tasks like gathering resources, which I really, really love about games that do that, because that just really itches something in my brain. I feel like there should be like a sense of progression in terms of how easier life gets, like in real life with technology. But good, we've secured a new coal for the a new source of coal for the generator. But now we need shelter. Without it, people will freeze to death, regardless of how hot the generator runs. The closer to the generator or other shelter, the better. We cannot afford to lose more heat than we have to. So here's some shelter. This is what I might look at a little bit. Shelter's mainly provided by housing districts. The heat demand of the city is not filled. Cold will rise, and idea trees and stuff like that. Okay, so we need to construct 2 housing districts. I'm going to stick relatively close to what this thing's telling me to do, because the sooner we progress, the better off we'll be. So we're going to go ahead and get a housing district just kind of wrapping around there. We got to build 2 of them. Okay, there's 2 going up right now. Oh, we got our little vents. So security for the future. Steward, we are extracting more coal than we currently need to provide adequate heat to the city. As such, we have begun to stockpile the surplus. At the moment, we have ample storage space left. However, this space will eventually be filled with any additional coal will be left in the elements, rendering it worthless. If we do not wish to lose the surplus, we should build more deposits. It's kind of interesting that coal becomes useless whenever it's thrown out like that. I'm not sure I fully comprehend what that's all about, but oh well. Are there any other mechanics that I could review for y'all? Feel free to read all that lovely stuff. And it's only 4 degrees Fahrenheit, not too bad outside. As the cold problem in our city continues to worsen, we must take action to protect our citizens. In these harsh conditions, people need a roof over their heads and enough heat to warm their homes. Is the generator powerful enough to heat the city, or do we need to extract more fuel? Our current methods aren't enough. We should consider alternatives. Okay. The housing districts are almost done. Okay. With heat from the generator and shelter for everyone, we're safe from the cold for now. But as the city grows, it will not be enough. The machinists and foragers have different opinions on how to improve the city further. We need a place to develop further ideas for the future. Expanding a housing district to provide more space for advanced buildings and build a research institute. Okay. So we can expand our districts, so increase its output and provide 1 more building slot. So I'll go ahead and put another little chunk of stuff there. Then we'll build a research institute, research coal mine stuff. Okay, and this is kind of like what districts do. We can add cute little special buildings to them, like this research institute, which will allow us to research stuff. Okay, there we go. So a small crowd gathered outside of the Research Institute, arguing how to exploit the last coal veins. The machinists want us to learn on machine-powered mining, but foragers would have us pursue a more frugal solution. They would never display such discord in the captain's heyday. You have to choose who to trust with developing their idea. The communities of the city have differing perspectives. You may not be able to please everyone. That's fine. So this is the idea tree. This is basically our research. So we have survival, economy, and society. So there's a ton of stuff to do. It's more than just the basic stuff that we can really comprehend. So let's go ahead and get this coal mine stuff. So these are decisions these different factions bring. And there's going to be more than just these factions as well. So we'll have a lot of stuff to deal with. But as of right now, disease is slightly increased with this option. They'll be taking coal dust and sucking it up and compressing it into briquettes to make a maximum use of the resource, or Operate using grinding machines to churn through coal seams quickly, leaving heaps of slag behind. So just a bit of squalor. I know how to fix squalor. I don't really know how to fix disease right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one anyway. So it takes like 50 heat stamps to basically produce. And here's some of this. Oh, I should have been built a house next to a house. That's ultimately what I was trying to get at. I see. You get benefits for placing certain districts next to other districts and debuffs based on certain things as well. So we're a little low. We're getting low on food. I think our next thing we're going to do is to get another coal deposit. Maybe. I actually think I might expand the current one I have. We'll just have the icebreakers, or the frostbreakers, I guess, because we're about to get really low on coal. Usually whenever you hit 0 for your resources, it doesn't really kill you. You're still able to meet some demand, but people get a little upsetty. And here's kind of like the general vibe, I guess, of the city when it comes to these certain aspects like squalor, disease, all that stuff. And we just expanded our coal mines, so we're still losing some... Oh, actually, no, we're not losing, are we? No, we are. Okay, just by a little bit, though. Not a whole lot. So we still need to get a bit more coal going. We'll wait till our research is complete. We only got 4 weeks left on it. But look at that. These districts are so sexy and cool looking. I really, really enjoy this. It's so pretty. And like I said, I love my macros, and I love surpassing like what you used to be and automating more things and getting stronger and doing bigger things. Okay, and then I'm going to construct that new thing we just researched. So this special building right there. So this thing is completely expanded as far as it can go, and now it's getting an additional building on it, which should hopefully help our coal issue. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably going to get rid of this district and put it over here next to this district. And with the new mine, we have enough coal output to last us a while. Yet differences between communities remains. Even under the previous leaders, plans have existed to establish a council to settle differences. More pressing problems always delayed them. The time has come, Steward. The people want us to come. The people want a say in how the city is run. Okay, council. Boom, done. And we'll get a housing district here next, which people are going to sleep in the cold for the meantime, I guess. Okay, we can now vote on laws. People cheer as the gates of the council open. It feels like a piece of the world lost to the frost has been regained. The people are hopeful to have their voices heard, while the Machinist and Forgers class about our survival strategy. Neither has a firm stance on economic or social issues. However, many in their ranks do, though they keep to the shadows for now. So we're ultimately here to pass a law, and this is our council. Okay, people of the city sent 100 delegates to represent them. Your role as steward is to propose laws that will be put to a vote. However, communities have a different outlook on many things. You may have to negotiate or pressure them to support you. So I'm just going to be passing laws left and right, because there's only so many real laws that we can pass in this preview. But I'll just start from left to right. So food additives. So we have no common rules right now, but this is how we set our rules. And most people are just going to be absolutely divided. So only natural forged ingredients may be added to food. We will train people to forge for those in the Frostland, or the city will provide chemical additives with tested and tolerable risk levels. I'm going to go ahead for this. We'll have a moderate food output per capita. And as you can see, 38-4, 37 are like kind of like in the middle right now, but everyone's going to vote eventually. This is just kind of like the danger zone we have that we don't know who's going to do what. And then we have 25 against, which are some of the machinists. So I'm just going to go ahead and vote, because I kind of found a system where eventually you'll get it, from what it seems. Eventually you'll just get the vote. But we have 38 for now. These lights turning on mean people are like voting for us. And we got it. We only need 51, a majority. And the new law has been agreed on. Good. There are challenges ahead. Improving coal extraction is a success, but the vein will only last so long. We need to explore the Frostland for a permanent source of fuel. That's the first step in our colonization effort. If we don't take it, the city will have no future at all. This concludes the onboarding task in the preview. Remember, you can always consult the tutorial. So, out of the Frostland introduction, as you can see here, more introductions on the council, and then the Zeitgeist city direction. Alrighty. Let's see if we can accomplish our ambition in this playthrough. That's really ultimately what I'm going to try to do. Building is not working. Which building? Apparently there's a building that's not working. It's not the generator. Okay, I guess that's a bit of a glitch or something. Because I've never turned it off before. That was the first time I did that. Okay, we're going to save on some heat here because it's next to another housing district, I suppose. Is what that's saying. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to get a food district right here. Because we're running a little low on food, and we're going to try to get an extraction district for these areas. And I think what I'm going to try to do is get 4 and then 3 here. So we need 100 heap stamps for that. What do we got here? The lack of a law regulating childhood is causing tension to rise throughout the city. I'll let y'all read this, but I'm going to mainly focus on like the outcome that affects me. So we're just going to go ahead and keep passing laws left and right. We're still in recess for the council, though, so we can't really do anything in the meantime. Okay, extraction district 120. Right, as you can see, we're not meeting our demands for materials, and we're completely out of goods, or basically out of goods, though we're meeting some demands for them. Doesn't kill us, but it makes people a little upsetty. Let's go ahead and look at goods. So mass production goods production efficiency is significantly increased, or goods demand per capita is marginally decreased. I love my mass production of goods. Let's go ahead and vote on it. Let's see if we can pass it this time or not. Okay, it's a success.
The measure passes.
Alright, let's get our extraction going here. Yep, we'll just make it a straight line, this district. And then we'll get another district here. I think we're going to focus on food first, though. What do we got? Stockpiles depleting. Steward, our initial stockpiles of materials have run out. Our current output will satisfy some of the demand, but problems will mount over time. We must expand our districts or establish new ones to provide more supply, otherwise the city and us will suffer. Alrighty, as you can see, extremely increased by material scarcity, squalor, and same for crime because there's not enough goods. We will fix these in due time, but for right now we're trying to just get established here. So the lack of a law regulating outsiders is decreasing population growth. Oh, that's a perfect segue. As you can see up here at the top right, we do have population growth. Right now we're stagnating. I think it's because I don't know why we're stagnating. Slightly decreased by no common rules. Eventually that will go up, but for now it's, I guess, stagnation. So we got crime, got district actions. Yeah, that's it for now. But we're getting some supplies now. We're going to go for food next because we're kind of actually, we're going to expand what we have here. Actually, hold on. Let's expand out this way. No. Hold on. I want to break up some frost here, I guess, while we're at it, so we can expand this food district. A couple more heat stamps.
An automaton has broken down and is blocking traffic. Technicians are on their way.
Oh, an automaton broke down. Nice. Okay, well, the council is almost done. Let's go ahead and get another survival. So survival's taken care of. Economy, basic necessities. So heat stamps increase per capita, or resource production efficiency is slightly increased, or trust. I don't really care too much about trust, but citizens will be charged a small fee in exchange for essentials. So we have basically taxes, I guess, pretty much on consumption. I'll go ahead and go for negotiation. Let's see what we got here just so we can see this. I typically won't do this because that's just so much easier not to, but let's go ahead. I want them to vote for this. And I'll go ahead and let them choose the next law to be voted on in the council. And we'll gain enough support to basically win outright. So we'll go ahead and vote. And we'll see what law they do next.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
Alright, cool. Okay, as you can see, we have way too much coal right now. So negotiations. Let's see there. So since we have too much coal, I don't want to build a depot. Boom, just turn it off. Problem solved. And we can go ahead and expand this food district because people are getting a little hungry. Oh, we're actually getting enough material. Wow, we're getting a pretty good surplus of materials now. The laws actually go a long way, especially once they build up over time. What do we got? Feral children. Steward, 5 children are dead and dozens lay wounded after 2 large youth gangs met for what they call a rumble. Most of the children were armed with knives. The fighting escalated to a full-scale battle. As the parents of the deceased mourn, many insist these children should not have been left unattended. Indeed, many backstreet alleys seem to be overtaken by uncared-for youth. Some areas are beginning to be dangerous for adults. We'll commit to solving the issue. And we need to grant agenda to the foragers, because I know they wanted that. So we just fulfilled our promise. Now we need to pass a child law. Food is still scarce. I'm going to have to crack open another district, which takes 100 heat stamps. Okay, heat demand is increased. Go ahead and get food real quick. Actually, I'm gonna break this up a bit because I want it to go in this direction because I don't want it to touch that iron deposit right there. So we have iron ore veins and just regular forest, frozen frost forest stuff, I guess. Let's go ahead and see if this can meet the demands of our... Yep, still can, even after all that cold. Alright, food district needs to stand up quickly. Okay, food. The outsider steward. It seems some of our citizens are profiteering from outsiders trying to get into the city. We caught smugglers with a freezing and disoriented group of people. When warmed, fed, and questioned, they spoke of the grim reputation our city has among the survivors in the area. It's the only generator there is, but we've heard stories of what some of the guides do to the people trying to get in. After what happened to us, the rumors seem true. Should we do something about it? We'll set rules for that here in a bit. Sure, we'll... Actually... Exploration time is decreased. Yeah, sure. I don't really care. Let's go ahead and do that. Since they wanted to choose the next thing to vote on anyway.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
And we're in recess yet again. Once this is built, hopefully that'll fix our issue with food. If it does, we'll move on to... Okay, it does. We'll move on to materials, since we're losing them now. Crime in the city. I'm aware. Need 120 heat stamps for that. And we'll move on to these in a second. That's how we get out to the Frostland. And I honestly don't know whether I need to focus that or not, because sometimes it feels like by the time I get to the Frostland, I don't have enough time to like actually explore it. So we'll see what happens. Food's going up. Hopefully we can fix these materials here pretty soon. Let's go ahead and vote on the next economy law. Expedition support. What else can we get? Heat stamps increased. I think I'll go ahead and get service exemptions. And I'll just straight up go ahead and vote on that. See if I can replace that community service law that just went up. Okay, looks like we got it. Alright, that's materials taken care of. Now we just need goods, and the city will be pretty set, so we need an industrial district with 120 heat stamps. Already doing okay for right now. Oh yeah, I gotta make a childhood law. Well, looks like we won't meet our promise on that, but we will fix the issue. And the cool thing about building districts next to each other is we get really cool buffs every now and then. So we get a workforce reduction right there. Because we are currently getting pretty close to the max of our workforce. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. We'll pass outsider laws next. Society. Economy. Outsiders. Yep. Population growth is marginally increased. Heat stamps income is marginally increased. Population growth is increased. We'll allow productive outsiders. Since there's no rules right now, it's at quite a bit of a debuff. So let's see what people have to think on this law.
The delegates have
Nope.
spoken.
Did
The
not
law
pass.
is tabled.
Okay, we'll re-attack it here in a bit. Okay, this one is kind of getting a little low. I'm just going to go ahead and expand everything that I can, I think. Okay, ice splits form in support of paid essentials. So we got a new faction that opened up, and this is kind of like the platforms they'll stand on. Cutthroat economy. Steward, now that we are charging for essentials, some unemployed families are unable to afford basic necessities. Work goes to the worthiest. If the people were passed up, it's their own damn fault. They should put in the work instead of expecting the city to solve that problem. Claimed an ice blood delegate. Others are more measured and say we could provide them with a weekly allowance. If we can't offer them work, we will give them a budget. Up to them to use it wisely. What should we do? We'll give them a budget. A little bit of social welfare. Especially in this kind of like environment where it's just awful to live in general. Okay, we're not gaining enough basic supplies. Hopefully that'll fix that. We're gaining goods for now. And the only thing we're not doing too great on is honestly the common. Now we're not doing enough for coal. Because it just got cold. Alright, sick. How much do I need for an extraction? 120 heat stamps. I honestly don't have enough stuff. We'll save on a bit of workforce here. The transport hub. Just because I know this is going to be a big area. Oh yeah, I didn't relegate outsides because we failed the first election, so people are not too happy. Technocrats have been formed. So this is a nice little group that I usually coincide with. I love a bit of smart thinking. It's kind of my vibe.
Remember to keep your heat lamp maintained.
Okay, Whiteout's going to arrive here pretty soon. And an extraction district for 120 heat stamps. We need that for the new coal demand that we're having issues with. Let's go ahead and pass another law. So we already did all of our survival. Community surface, contagion prevention, outsiders. Let's see what we can do. Let's try to get this heat stamp stuff taken care of again and population increase marginally. Okay, we might need to negotiate for this one. Okay, we're still losing. Are you kidding me? We're still losing goods. That is crazy. It's okay, we got an iron deposit up there. Lack of the law regulating funerals is causing tension. Okay. Foragers are a little upset. We could grant them agenda, but I don't want them to vote on a law, really. And that's the cute little taxi service they have going on over here, too. We need more workforce. I could decrease... Oh, yeah, I could just decrease... workforce for all of them over here as well. Because we are still not getting all the way I'd like to go. So economy, Society. Funerals, childhood. Let's go mandatory school if we can. Come on, you know you want to give your kids mandatory school. There we go.
Proposed law has been approved.
There we go. There we go. Kids should stop being as annoying as they used to be. I wish I could review my laws. A rowdy funeral. Steward, there was a shameful display during a wake yesterday. Some of the deceased family wanted a traditional burial while others complained about wasteful antics and said the body should be donated to further the city's health care. This could save people's lives, was answered with a, I won't risk my father's soul. And as people got more heated, they eventually came to blows. In the aftermath of the fight, the body disappeared and each side suspects the other of foul play. Sadly, this is not an isolated incident. Maybe we need a common rule to get everyone on the same page. Yeah, probably. Just go grave robbing every like 5 days or something. Go ahead and expand our industrial district so we can just get some good surplus of goods going. And that is that district expanded all the way. What about this? Okay. Prosthetics for the masses? Yeah. Sure. And we have way too much coal, so let's go ahead and put that on ice or turn it off for right now. There we go. Oh, we're still gaining way too much coal? Nope, we're good, we're good. Alright, let's build an extraction district here. Hopefully fix our goods issue. And I think that's all the basic needs of the city pretty much met for now. I'm going to expand these last few districts just so we have that going for us. Everything should be pretty much expanded except for this bad boy, which we will do right now. And that's that. And all we need is like a housing district expansion, I believe, and that resource district expansion. Okay, good, good, good. That's expanded, yep. I just need to expand this next. Amputees have an abundance of prosthetics to use. Everyone's happy about that. We need to do something about funerals, which was the next thing to do. So harvesting funerals, the deceased will be harvested and their healthy body parts used to support city health care. So will decrease disease and research speed is slightly increased. Hey, this is how they did it in the Renaissance. It wouldn't be hard to restart society with science, respectfully, in a respectful way. Let's see if they even vote for it. Oh, wow.
Proposed law has been
Okay, there we go. Fix that up. Little logistics district. I think that will be the very next thing I do. Then we can actually get out of here and start expanding quickly. And this is why I think maybe I'm wasting time. I'm not exactly 100% sure. Mostly because I find that just going straight for the expedition areas, I feel like isn't really feasible because of just, you'll see here in a bit when it comes to like building these logistic areas, but it doesn't seem like they're going to be enough to support a city. And we got that whiteout coming. So population growth, that'll increase over time. Hubs. Reducing demand for... Oh, they reduced demand for heat as well. That's pretty good to know. Society, some more factions. Temperatures, whiteouts. And a decent amount of heat stamps too. We'll start with that district, I think, first. How many? It's 40 heat stamps. Alright, that'll be that taken care of, and we'll build a district there, and then we'll expand out the rest of the other ways. Mandatory school promises a better future for the children of the city. I agree. We do love a bit of future for the children. Let's go ahead and crack this guy up, so we can get some more coal going. Well, we have a nice balance of resources. We're going to save up for 150 heat stamps for that station. And we're not doing too bad. Instead of surviving, we're living. And that is something I do love about this game. So you can surpass... Nice. Have like city guidelines and stuff. Okay, we are getting our little district before we're able to like beat the whiteout, I think, but I think we'll be okay. Outsiders, I really want to pass this allow productive outsiders, so we're going to go ahead and negotiate for this one since people seem to not want to vote for this. We'll go ahead and let you choose the next thing to be voted on for the council. So let's go ahead and actually let some outsiders in so we can get some population growth going, because our workforce is kind of suffering.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
Okay. Yep, it grows just a little bit more. So, program war. Steward, people are increasingly arguing over the curriculum taught in schools. People think we should reduce theoretical knowledge and provide more survival training. We're filling these kids' heads with numbers and useless junk, complained an angry trapper. We ought to take them on field trips to hunt. Others argue for the exact opposite. We need to teach children how to think and come up with new solutions instead of perpetuating outdated practices, says an engineer. What should we do? We're going to go ahead and keep a balanced education. Just because I want to make sure everything is good to go. I want to make sure we have a stable education for our children's. And our workforce is just absolutely gone. So this is the Frostland. So just around the river bend, we followed a petrified river of the frost and spotted a sharp bend north of here. Could be an indicator of an underground resource, likely oil or gas. And we have this vast expanse of relatively low elevation characterized by flat, gentle rolling terrain with occasional plateaus and basins. Poses negligible challenge for exploration. Go ahead and launch an expedition over there. As you can see, we have a certain amount of Frostland teams, and these will only provide a certain amount, but they can be increased. However, we don't have enough freaking workforce. I should have probably addressed that issue first, I think, because usually you'd have a pretty good population by now. Did they explore it? Oh, they're currently here exploring right now. Right, cool. More about exploration? Yep. Well, no laws to really pass. Oh, we don't have an active institute? It's because I never rebuilt it, did I? Genius. Well, there was that. It's not like we ever had an issue because we didn't have outsiders going, so we'd never had an increase in population for a while. But having the option to research stuff is better than not at all. Okay, we just had a huge increase in workforce and stuff, so the city grows. And Ice Bloods want to steer the city closer to their ideas. I need to grant the Foragers' agenda. Do what they want. Exploration time decreased. Negotiate. What do you want? Vote against it. Chemical edit. I'm not. We'll just go ahead and just vote on this. If someone wants to pass it, they can. I think they're majority going to pass it. I'm not too torn up. It seems like certain laws give you a lot more benefits, like that outsider one. Okay, now that we have more workforce, let's go ahead and start cutting out this next one. More heat stamps. See what we need, really. Yeah, I thought we'd clear this side out. Okay, we're getting a little low on those stamps and resources in general, like basic resources. Okay, we discovered a new area. What do we got? So, ration bunker. The door to a bunker glinted in snow, revealing a massive hoard of rations. This could provide a steady stream of food. Okay, for right now, we'll ignore that. I want to keep exploring, so let's launch another expedition over here. Right now, we're not too hurt on other resources. Go ahead and keep breaking some frost over here. Alright, good stuff. Now we're going to build another way station. But I think I'll expand this one first, maybe? Nah, I think I'll build the other ones first, and then I'll expand them. Costed 150, right? Yep, 150. Cool, let's go ahead and pass another frickin' law. Outstanding. Paid essentials, we have no common rules here. How about... supported quarantine. Contagious people will be placed in quarantine. The city will provide them with extra food and rations to speed their recovery. Let's see what people think about this. Seems relatively split for now.
The delegates
Cool.
have spoken.
Seems to have
The
passed.
law takes effect.
Nice, everything's going so well. We are now not having enough residential zones to like fix this, I guess. And we could expand this one more time too. Alright, everything's doing good except coal. Okay. Expand, expand, expand. I can expand this district one more time, which I'm probably going to do since people are not housed right now. And that one is taken care of. So these are like little skyscraper buildings, which I think is pretty cool. Go ahead and turn this off. Kind of gets a little bit thicker the more upgraded it is. Okay, coal is taking a toll. Or it's not, there's not enough of it. We need 80 heat stamps to get a grinding coal station here, which I think should be enough to keep us alive. Let's go ahead and pass another law in the middle of this crisis. Family. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done. Economy, society, yep, all the laws are taken care of. Steward's appeal, and none of that's available in this preview. Alright, nice. So it's damn cold outside is what they're saying. Can we do anything that makes life a little bit easier for us in terms of survival? Coal mines, worker shifts, geothermal plants. Heat demand is slightly increased. Squalor. Machine adjusted shifts to put less pressure on the workers' workplaces must be kept machines powered around the clock. Yeah, it seems these guys mostly have the same ideas from what it seems like. We'll go ahead and go with the machinist right here, though, because I'd much prefer this law to pass. Get a little bit more workforce back. We still don't have enough housing. It's okay, it's gonna warm up tomorrow. Hey, did these guys die? Maybe? I'm not sure. Guess we'll talk to them here in a bit. Waste heat conversion. So heat output is extremely increased per expanded extractor and stuff like that. We'll go with the ice blitz here. we'll be able to get some more extra heat going, so that's less of a strain on our coal as well, is ultimately what that's going to accomplish. Which we need right now, actually. And we'll go ahead and get our second logistics area up here, and we'll expand it, and then we'll kind of chill right there. Alright, good. Did we expand this one already? No, we did not. I will do that here shortly, actually. Okay, new policy proposed by the Ice Bloods. Put less pressure on the workers. Oh, is that? Yeah. Let's go ahead and do it. Seems like most people want to go for it anyway. We just need like 3 more delegates. Maybe somebody can fist fight somebody in the hallway.
The delegates
There we
have
go.
spoken. The law takes effect.
Whiteout has passed. Okay. So they're good to go. New worker model. So heat demand is decreased, Ice Bloods. The harsh world has no place for weakness. We will solely rely on the fittest and strongest workers and push them to achieve their maximum potential. Machines will take over the burden of the work from humans. Workplaces will be optimized for machine use. I love heat demands being decreased. I'll go ahead for machine attendants. Machine attendants controversy. Oh, so Steward, our guards, have apprehended a researcher named Max Horkheimer, who was caught trying to destroy documents regarding machine attendants. During interrogation, he said, "With this research, we opened the gates to insanity and extremity. It should be destroyed, never thought of again." The technocrats call him a lunatic, not to be listened to. They deemed his research to be essential for the city's prosperity. What should be done? Continue, but allow objections. We'll go ahead and we'll openly let them voice their opinions. Why not? Is there Frostland and harvesting areas? So that's what we found out there in the Frostland. We are losing food and resources. Oh, we don't have enough workforce, really. Ice Bloods demand vote on heat recycling. Get on with their lives. Okay. Possible findings. Too dangerous to explore now. Too dangerous to explore now. Oh, is that the whiteout that's going that way? Okay. We can't really touch that quite yet. Let's launch an expedition this way then. And launch an expedition that way. Oh, wow. We have a lot of people, I guess, to do expeditions. Population growth is not as fast as I'd like it to be. See if we can get another one of these air transport hubs. See if we can decrease some load on the workforce. Seems like that'll decrease the load again. This is kind of like a nice populated area for this. Oh, is someone voting on something? No, not right now. Separated families. Steward, a large group of people have been set up camp outside the city, but one of our checkpoints they claim to be relatives of outsiders we let in. "My daughter's alone there," says a distressed mother. "You need to let me in. She needs me." After checking, we told her that our daughter, a 15-year-old laundress, is safe and sound and doing well, but the mother won't budge. Like her, the others are refusing to leave until they are let in. What should we do? We'll relax the laws. We'll let family members, like anchor families, happen. Seems fair. Seems okay to me. Okay, we will go ahead and expand that. And we're going to expand this last one before I start dealing with other problems. I'll just let's see what that hub does. Okay, cool, turn it on. Food's doing fine, everything else is doing fine. It's just shelter that we're having issues with right now. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. How many teams do we have right now? We have a decent amount. I'd love to explore these areas, but I need like 20 or 40 to do this. Let's launch an expedition here. All mountains cost 40. Okay. A hidden warehouse. We found a warehouse under a heap of snow, cleverly hidden behind a rocky outcrop. At first glance, it looked ransacked, but a trapdoor led us to the cellar, brimming with old furniture and paintings. It was packed with chairs and velvet cushions, thick tapestries and mirrors with intricate frames. A certain paint particularly captured the attention of our scouts. It depicts a goat walking alone in a godforsaken wasteland. Is this us? We'll take the valuables. Oh, nice. So the expedition team comes back, and they're just a little preoccupied as they're walking back. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. So we got a lot of stuff happening out there, so we'll let them do their thing while we just kind of worry about what's going on here for right now. Why is this turned off? Not enough workforce. That is not enough workforce. And this is almost out of stuff. Man, I really wish I did that common law here relatively soon. Okay, we're full on coal. Let's go ahead and just turn one of these bad boys off. At least turn that off. Thank you. The ice bloods at first, you broke your word. Because you broke your promise to use grant agenda to the ice bloods. I think they're going to be okay. Technocrats rallied, build support. We won't sow any support right now, because they already really like us. Rallies. Yep, periodically people will just rally. We're still doing good on resources as well. You amend the Allow Productive Outsiders law to let in whole families regardless of their qualifications. That I did. Machine attendants. I really want this to go for us. So machinists, vote for. I'll go ahead and do that. And we'll leave it up to the rest of those delegates to see if they want to do this. Which hopefully we can get 3 people to vote for us. Oof, okay. Barely. Alright, we got it though. Research heat reinjection. Where is this heat reinjection? There's a promise to who? To the machinists? Okay, let's develop that idea then. Ice Blood's beginning to protest. Ignore it for now.
Here, we can take here too.
Fun projects. I'll promote. Your relations with the Ice Bloods improved enough to they don't feel inclined to protest anymore. Okay. Boom. Problem solved. So we do have some places in the Frostland we just saw. So, cresting a snowdrift, we found a long abandoned coal mine nearly depleted. Let's have a look. So we can connect a trail. And this is kind of how, I guess essentially, how this is going to work from now on. For like establishing kind of like a bit of a path for people to come back. I see. Can we explore anything else? We have a bunch of expedition capacity. This is the first time I've honestly went out this far. What is this? Oil-treated sledges. We stumbled across an abandoned caravan of sledges. Long since picked clean. Closer inspection revealed wood that have been treated with oil, a crude but effective method of waterproofing. Frozen tracks indicate the sledges came from the northwest. Okay. Challenging territory. Unsafe territory. Okay. The technocrats grow more radical because the steward refuses their desire. Their fervor increases. Are people getting heated? No, we're okay for now. And we got a bit of a surplus of goods. Food's going a little bit down, but we don't really need to worry about that right now. Things are going relatively well. We do need another housing district, though. Need a lot more heat stamps. Because people are homeless. Okay, housing district. go ahead and expand that. I'm kind of thinking about getting another research institute, I think. Promised and the machinists have been kept. Good. Geothermal plants. Not available in this preview. Waller, filtration towers. I don't really care too much about that. Logistics base. That is something I do care about. So, logistics base storing and handling only essential survival gear and providing for training on how to use efficiently. How much do we have now? Like, what's the output? Looks like it's 15, honestly. I think that's just like a building. We'll probably get to them, huh? We'll get Ice Bloods to do exploration and stuff, since that seems to be like their thing, but we'll keep the Machinists to improve our societies at this point. What else can we show y'all? Trails, and then outposts, and then protests. As you can see. Voila. We have a couple more people. Does anything cost 15? This cost 10. This cost 20. What do we got? So, machine attendants have been enacted. Yep. And sorry if you can't read the stuff that I'm just zooming through. It's not my intent. I would actually love it if you read some of that stuff. Vote on heat injection. Sure. Since I promised them that agenda, why not?
The votes are in.
Thank goodness. Law was rejected. We had everything upgraded, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. It's only coal that we're lacking a little bit in. Oh, we're almost done with the playthrough. Sad. It's never long enough. I'm gonna make another strategy where I just literally explore the entire Frostland. I think that'll be one thing I have to do. Workers shredded to pieces. Steward, one of our workers was caught in an accident involving a steam hammer. Since machine attendance is enforced, no one had the ability nor the authority to stop the machine, per the legislation. A danger to humans cannot compromise the well-being of any device. It was tearing and chopping him to bits. He screamed, roared like a banshee, he did, said the manager of the facility. Soon, roars turned into faint groans. A blink after that, just gurgling and then silence. Some of the workers were concerned after this accident and tried to engage with various machinery with extreme caution. During an obvious accident, the manager should be able to turn off the machine that poses danger. Machine attendants will decrease workforce requirement less. Relations slightly worsen with the machinist, or we'll amend the law. We should have a little flexibility. It shouldn't be so rigid. Okay, and these planes here were... Oh, they just got to it. They're not actually exploring it right now. Rallies begin collapsing. Your relations with the technocrats have deteriorated. They no longer support you. As long as people aren't super pissed at me, I think I'll survive. Let's go ahead and get another research institute going. $100 heap stamps for another one. Okay, cool. Is it a survival law that we're... Oh, interesting. Heat recycling. Heat output is extremely increased. Wait, because they failed the law, we just completely removed any common law. That's annoying. Let's see if we can pass this. I don't think it's gonna pass. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. So we came across a group of machinists attempting to settle in the Frostland. They would be a good addition to the workforce, but may not be welcomed by everyone. We'll welcome back. Why not? What about this? Hunting party. In a frozen snow cave, we found a group of dead, emaciated hunters who managed to stay warm until they starved. They were so thin the wolves had nothing to chew on. It's a wonder they didn't chew on each other. There was no meat or food or any kind, of course, but we did find a few sleds piled with luxurious furs. Sure, we'll get some goods over here. Let's keep seeing what these hills and whatnot do. So, derelict settlement. So, some more machinists and industrial caravan. Oh, nice. We got some steam cores. Still a rare commodity, honestly. Not enough resources to launch that expedition. Why is that so dangerous to do? Exploring this way is nice, but we'll let our teams get back here first before I do anything. And now we're losing goods and food, and we're completely out of coal.
For your cooperation.
Well, since we're completely out of food, let's go ahead and construct this and get a team going. Builder's colony. So this dreadnought is almost undamaged. It seems as though it's abandoned with little fuel tanks. Okay. Ration bunker. Nice. We'll go ahead and colonize that. So we have coal. We have that. Do we have any... What is it? Wood, I think, is what they're looking for next. Oh yeah, and this is also what I wanted, of like a Vanguard Bay. Takes 120 heat stamps though. Alright, things are getting a little scary, if I do say so myself. Let's go ahead and hunt down this glacier. That seems to be like the main area we're pushing for anyway. Advanced coal mines, those are just like, you don't really get any new hubs to my knowledge. You just get like more advanced buildings you can add on to the hubs, so. Harvester hangars? Interesting. Hot houses, filtration, scout training. Yeah, exploration cost being decreased is pretty nice. Let's go ahead and place another Vanguard Logistics Bay here. Some of our people have frozen to death. Ah, it's because of the heat, I'm sure. Come on, let's get heat recycling. Let's vote on this. I really need people. Oh, I should have... I meant to hit it, negotiate. Whoopsie.
The proposed law has been rejected.
Okay, well, we're in recess for a while, I guess. Is there anything else that we're exploring? We could explore this mountain now. Launch that expedition, finally. And we have 10 people. Let's go ahead and just keep walking in this direction, see if we can find anything. Deaths due to the cold. I am very aware of that, don't you worry. Okay. Scout headquarters. Expression cost is extremely decreased. Or we can have a nice broad cut across with less workforce. Or, I don't know. Okay. Railways? So, unlocks railroad connection can be built in Frostland, allowing it to ship more resources from colonies and outposts. I wonder if that makes it to where they can drive through the whiteout as well. Goods factories. Sawmills, advanced coal mines. Okay. What about economy? Workers' comp? Equal pay or efficiency bonuses? Sure, let's do that. Gotta love those free research techs. I keep forgetting that some of them are just straight up free. Wait, was there a place that was just opened up? I don't think so, no. Let's see what we got. Never mind. Labor organization or alcohol. Let's see about this. Mandatory unions or labor oversight. Well, I don't like it when trust falls. But I think we'll survive for right now. These guys just need to chill out, I guess, ultimately. Let's go ahead and fund some of their projects. They like us a little more. Everything else seems to be going okay for right now, anyway. Let's go ahead and expand our housing. Exploration cost is decreased. Please accept this. Doesn't look like it's going in our favor. Yeah. Too many differing opinions, I think. We'll actually have to start negotiating now. I just want to be able to explore a few more of these areas before things get to, well, before it ends, actually. This kind of looks like a settlement. Oh, yeah, well, here comes the whiteout. And I think this is the last thing people are going to be able to mess with. Okay, people are absolutely pissed off. Okay. Yeah, I think it's to a point where we need to actually start negotiating with people. Alright, not enough heat, not enough shelter, not enough coal. There's no other coal deposits on the map either. So there's not a whole lot I can do with that. And this whiteout's keeping us from doing anything. Thankfully, tension is not super duper bad right now. We'll prioritize heating in the houses as we try to house people. I'll just keep building research institutes, why not? They're super cool to have. Yeah, and I think that's the end of our little preview here. Unless they just threw me into the Frostland. Oh, nope. That's it. So who knows what the future holds. But for now, it is time, Steward. You have reached the end of the Utopia Builder preview time limit. We encourage you to dive back into the snowy waste of Frostland, as our preview holds 2 different endings depending on your playthrough and the decisions you make. Get ready for more exploration, management, factions, and dramatic choices to be made once the game is released on July 25th, 2024. So, that is the preview for Frostpunk. I want to thank you all for joining. I hope you're enjoying, and this is a super exciting game. So definitely 10 out of 10 recommend getting. But I will go ahead and end it here. So thank you all for joining. I hope you're enjoying, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, everybody.